All right, all right. We're gonna get ready to start playing a cash game here on Globe Poker, 2%, 4-cent game. So we're ready. See how we do today. Start adding some cash games into our show. We're gonna have sit and goes tournaments and cash games all on here. So just be ready for that. Trying to add more and more to it to to build our money, build our bankroll up to where it should be and what we can do with it. You know what I mean? Let's see here. We're going to be opening up here in the big blind with Jack 3 suited of spades. If it's not raised, we'll check it and see what we can flop. If it's raised, more than likely going to get out of the hand. The table's got a couple of, so we do get to see a flop. Got a couple of deep stacks with us. We do not flop anything. A backdoor flush draw possibility, but we're not going to go with that. If it's bet, we'll fold. I mean, you're going to probably think my cash games play is tight. Okay, we got a straight draw now. 10 helps us, but we don't know if we'll have the best hand with a 10 anyway, but we'll see. Best thing we have possibility, we got a pair of jacks. That's the best we can do right now. Pair of 10s is, our 10 is going to win it, so we're not going to attempt anything with it. Well, if they bet, we're folding. Somebody's got us sneaking around there with a 10. No, we win. We take down our first pot, 14 cents. You may think our gameplay is a little boring, but we're not here. We're here to make money. And we're also here to entertain you, but we're here to make money, not just play exciting poker. Now, once I get up in the higher stakes and I'm in those, I will play more exciting as we get as the stakes move up, because I'm more comfortable in the higher stakes than I am in the lower stakes. By that I mean that I can get a better read on people in higher stakes games than I can in these low ball games. These low ball games, you just basically have to play your hand, play ABC poker. What you're trying to do right here, because we're starting in territory I have not been in years, which is starting from the bottom and going to the top. I mean, I haven't played these low stakes in a long time. I used to play them. I mean, we play the dollar tournaments and stuff every now and then anyway. Back in the back before I started doing this, we'd play a dollar tournament here and there, just just play around. But right now it's just basically we're trying to build a bankroll to the top. Once we get to the top, you'll see more exciting hands, more exciting stuff. You just got to stick with it, hang with us, and we're going to get there, I promise you. It may take a little while, but we're going to get there. That's why I decided to add cash games to the equation, is because with the cash games, it will help your money flow even better, especially when you're having down times on tournaments, because you're not going to cash in every tournament. You're not going to win every tournament. You're going to have bad streaks where you take bad beats a lot. So you just gotta play your game and just try to build up, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to add more more into the game repertoire so we can try to move up stakes quicker. You know what I mean? So, and I'm pretty sure you're wondering why I'm wearing headphones. I've got them on for a purpose of listening to something that I do not want to miss. So that's why I've got the headphones on right now. I'll probably take them off here in a little bit, but I'm just having to listen to a few things here for a minute. But we would have had 10s and 3s with a jack kicker, but I would not be comfortable. In the cash game, I'm gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna play just as tight in a cash game as I do in the sit and go at these stakes. Now, once we move up, cash games where I really open up my game a lot. I'll open up my hand range as well. But early on, and especially in these cheap tournaments, you're going to get paid if you got a hand. So you just you basically what you're going to do is you're going to try to wait for a hand and just take it from there. That's what you do. So we're going to see what we can, what all we can get up and going. We need to start writing these names down when we're playing cash games so we know when we go up against the same players. I'll get into that later. And we're going to be showing stats of what we're doing on cash games and sit and goes. Once I get everything in the product and everything in order, we're going to do that more. So I hadn't really updated or showed you any stats, but I will promise you we're going to start doing that more too. So remember to follow. Oh, we'd have hit a straight. We'd have hit the gut shot on a turn. We'd have had the nuts pretty much. Yeah, we'd have had the nuts. 7-4 offsuit. We would be getting paid. Like I said, we just couldn't sneak in this hand at this point. So let's see, 8-5. We're gonna fold that. But you can follow us on Twitter at poker_stud83. Make sure you check that out. Go to facebook.com/Brandon Turner Poker and like our Facebook page. That's a good deal. All right, we would have flopped nothing there, so that's a good deal we got out. As you can see, some people are pretty stacked at the table. We got $3.92, $3.82, $3.41, $3.75, $2.89. Then you got your 39-cent, $4.53, and $1.16. So we basically only got two real low stacks at the table. So there's possibility to make some profit on this table because of all the stacks that's on this table. A lot of people are max bought in on this thing. So that's the kind of tables you want to get on where the money's at, and you want to buy in for the max buy-in. You can have luck buying in for like $1.50 and stuff like that, but you want to make sure that you're getting the maximum value out of your hand. So you want to buy in for the max amount of money you can buy in for, especially online, because I mean, with these players like this, like I say, donkey cities and stuff, we'd have had two pair of queens and fives with a 6 kicker, but with these donkeys on here, you want to get in there because once they pay you, I mean, you can soar from $4 to $23 on these cheap games real quick. So that's a good deal. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in a hand. Somebody has a 5. Somebody is sneaking around with a 5 right now. I guarantee it. There's too many cards out for somebody not to have a 5. And I'm guessing he does. Go Coogan's one, or Go Coogains one probably got the 5. He threw a 4-cent feeler bet out there. He kept him in. He's trying to trap him in. I think, or maybe Ray Braun. Ray Braun's the one that's got it. Okay, Go Coogan was just trying to steal the pot. All right, so our Braun will take it down, and we're going to have Jack 9 in early position. We'll fold that. That's another thing you need to learn when you're playing poker is position. Right now, we're in terrible position. You got the under the gun, then we're right after that, so it's not a good spot to be in. If you was going to play Jack 9, it would have been right here. It's where you want to play 9 at. Jack 9 suited of hearts was on the button. That way you're last to act, and look how many people's in the hand. So if you had, you flopped a Jack, but if you'd have flopped a Jack and 2 hearts, you would have been committed to this pot. You'd have been probably raking in some money because I'm sure he's going in with a king, but you got a Jack. But at this point, we would not have been in a good shape. Okay, here we go with the raise, and then we're going to see King Jack. He's got 2 pairs. He's got King 10. All right, King Jack's going to take it. So we had a Jack. There was 3 Jacks right there that were out. So there was one more floating around somewhere. We're going to fold that. And we're at a 9-handed table. And, well, one's sitting out right now. From the all-in, lost all-in. That's another thing about not having enough behind you is you can't sustain those losses. You do not just shove all-in with King 10. Not in a cash game. You don't want to put You don't want to put all your chips at risk in a cash game. You want to, or in a tournament. You don't want to put your tournament life on the line with an inferior hand. You want to have a decent hand when you go in. So I mean, I talk about this time and time. Bankroll management is it. You do not want to put more than 5% of your bankroll into a game. So you just kind of have to. Well, let me see what's going on. All right, you just kind of have to see what goes out. All right, Ace King gets King Jack, and Ace King is going to take it with the straight. So they both had a straight, but he had the bigger straight, so he's going to re-up for $4, so he's not going to miss a hand. All right, we got Ace Jack on the big blind. Depending on what happens here, we'll see what we do. Kind of hoping that nobody raises, and if they do raise, we're hoping it's just a min raise. You know what I mean? But nobody raised, so we're going to check it. We got 5 people in the hand. We flop a Jack with a backdoor flush draw. We're going to probably throw a little 8-cent bet out there for a feeler. And we're going to get a call. So there's still 4 people in the hand. All right, there's 2 flush draws out there. We're going to throw 16 cents into the pot. Snap called on by 2 people. All of them called. All right, we got 2 pair, but somebody may have hit the backdoor flush draw. We're going to still bet 20 cents into the pot. We got a call, fold, and we're hoping to fold. I think we got him beat. And we do. So we're going to take that $1.56 pot, 49-cent pot down after the rake. So good deal. I didn't think they chased the clubs that far. All right, we're going to sneak in there for 6 cents because we already got 2 invested. So we're going to sneak in for 6 more cents. And now we got a 4-way pot. And we flop an ace, but we're going to check it, see what stacking it does. You got two spades out there too, so we got a chance at a backdoor flush draw. He bets the pot. We're going to call. I mean, this is a situation where right now I do not know what this guy is raising with, but we've got 2 pair with a 10 kicker. He's going to check it. All right, we're going to check it back to him. We're going to see what he does. He's going to bet 96 cents into the pot. We're going to call. He's got ace queen, so he did have his trump there. So he snuck in with queen 10, so we couldn't really read his hand there. I knew he probably had an ace on his hand, was just hoping it wasn't no higher than a 10, but it was. So we're back down, but hey, that's the way it goes. You just got to flow with the go, and we're going to see what happens here. So we were watching stacking it. He was betting pot. Both times he made the bet, he bet pot, so he felt he had the best hand, which he did, and now we're just going to have to see what we can come up with. We got to check queen 10 here, and we've got a gut shot Broadway draw. Let's see. All right, let's check. We got one more check till he's done. Maybe we get a free card. Yes, we're going to get a free card off here. Jack. No, a diamond. So we're probably going to be a little weary here because there's so many hands in the pot. And there's the 28-cent bet. We will be folding there. Not going with the flush possibility there. All right, we would have hit a pair of 10s on the river, so it wouldn't have been no good. So $3.92 all in. Little Eric gonna have to make a decision. That's a flush if there ever was one. All right, let's see. We got pocket 6s and the hijack. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna have to watch stacking it because he's a little tricky at how he does things. All right. We're going to bump it up to 16 cents here. Since stacking it's out. Little Eric 191 is probably going to call. He likes to call a lot. And then our bronze more than likely going to call. Yep. So here we go. And we do not flop a set. But we're going to see what they do to us. And they check to us. So we're going to put 25 cents in there, and we're going to bet 25 cents. That's half the pot. And we get 2 folds, so we take it down. So we're almost back up to starting money. We're going to let this one go. Now, so you can make plays like that in these smaller games, and sometimes they'll work, sometimes it won't. But you got to know when to let off the throttle when you do play like that. Which in that position, that was the best play for pocket sixes, and then the continuation bet on the flop because 9 times out of 10 they didn't flop anything in that situation, and you were representing the king, so that's what probably scared them off a little bit there. Now, I would have probably been a little more cautious if an ace had come out, but I just didn't think neither one of them had the 10 or the king there. But looks like stacking it is let's see what stacking it's going to do. It looks like he's disconnected right now, so it's just going to run his time down. But I want to thank everybody that's a subscriber to Brandon Poker TV and keep supporting us. We're going to keep building, and like I said, the more we build, the higher stakes we're going to go, and that's our goal, is to get to the highest stakes we can possibly get to. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to try to do, cash game wise and tournament and sit and go wise. We're going to try to get to the highest as possible we can. So let's see here, 16-16. So we get the board's crazy. It's 8-3-4-4 king. We would have had eights and fours with a king kicker. All right, we got 9-7. We're folding that. But yeah, I mean, the only way that we're going to do this is, and this is the reason I created this channel. This is the reason I wanted to get back into poker full time, but I also wanted to make it interesting and make myself motivated and have goals as far as to getting back to where I was at. So what I decided to do was start this Brandon Poker TV and try. We'd had a pair of 9s and 7s. We had a 2 pair on the flop. And build from the bottom of the barrel to the top. It's been a long time since I did it. I know I can do it. I'll do it again. And but it's just going to take time. It's a process. And I just hope you can follow me on the process and the journey and enjoy it, because it's going to be a fun one, I promise you. Especially when you start seeing more and more progress, you're really going to like it. We're still on level 1 pretty much of this thing, so we're just not pushing it too fast right now. So, but yeah, I'm also checking out. This is the reason I got the headphones on. I'm fixing to take them off here in just a second, but I'm watching something over here and trying to keep up with it while recording. I know that's crazy, but no, we got Jack 6. We'll be folding out. But yeah, I love cash games. And more in live, I'm better at cash games, I believe, because I made a lot more money playing cash games. That's what I did most of the time when I was making a load. We're on a heater right now. We got trip jacks here. We would be in a, we're in too early a position to call with that. So I just couldn't do it. We're trying, like I said, we're trying to make money, not, spend it as much as we can, which right now it looks like we probably wouldn't have got paid on this hand. Our Brian bets 16 cents, which he'll take down the pot. He bet the pot, he takes down the pot. All right. So now we're in the big blind. Let's see what we got. We got the Hooter hand, 3 deuce. We'll see what that is. And the Hooter hand is just an inside joke on for people that have played with me and know that I'm going to check. But oh man, we flopped an open ender with 3 deuce. We'll see if we're going to be able to stick around. But the Hooter hand is funny because if you played with me, you know what it means, especially if you played at the local casino, because there's a guy that deals up there. His name is Hooter, and that's his favorite hand is 3 deuce. All right. We got an open ender. An ace or a 6 will help us, but right now I'm not feeling it coming, but we're going to call to see if we can hit it. And we do not. We hit a 4 on the river, so we're going to lose some money there. He hits 5-3. He was betting high with 5-3 with little Eric, so all right. See what we can do. Loosen up our range and see what we're going to do is we're probably going to play for an hour and 20 minutes or until we're knocked out, until we don't have no money. But we're going to see what we're doing. Right now we've been going for probably about 21 minutes. So we got about 39 minutes left on the thing here. And let's see what he's going to fold. So now we get the flop. Nothing good for us here. Now see, we go for the flop after we've had 2 running heaters and missed. So we're going to fold. We're down 99 cents in this game right now, which is not surprising right now because I mean we've played a little looser than I wanted to. I didn't want to play the 3 deuce, but too loose, but I did, and it cost me some chips because we just didn't hit. We had outs. We had about 8 outs, and we just didn't hit none of them. So that's the way it goes. Let's see what we're going to have here. We got all kinds of calls here. I'm going to check it around. Good luck 108. Bets 40 into an 80. Gets called. But little Eric could call and bet on anything, I believe. He will. Queen 4 wins. Little Eric sneaking around in there with a draw and didn't hit. So he was like us. So, yeah, I think we're probably going to go an hour today. And so we're going to do an hour, or if we bust, whichever one comes first. Unless we get on a real heater and we're just taking money left and right, then we'll stay on a little longer. But other than that, right now we're set at an hour. All right, we got King Queen in middle position. We haven't raised much, so we're going to raise it to 12 here. We're probably not going to get no respect. They're going to call either way. There's the re-raise, and we're going to get out of that. I mean, should we, or I don't know. Well, we have a very inferior hand, but now we're putting in we're putting in 42 cents right now to win $1.86. So I'm just not liking it. So we're going to get out of it. And it's a good thing we got out because that's a terrible flop for King Queen. What a flop! What a turn! My gosh, this is a monster hand for somebody. Was it little Eric that raised it to 54 cents? Or no, it was Certain. This guy right here, Certain won, and he bet $100.14 into the pot. Called by Good Luck 108. Somebody's sneaking around with a 7. We got 3 callers in his hand. Oh my gosh. If you got 7 deuce, you've got the hand. If you got pocket deuces and pocket 7s, that's going to be a Ace King, he was raising with pocket nines is going to take it down, but Ace King, see, that's why you don't push Ace King that far. You lose your money like that on Ace King, especially when you hit nothing. So pocket nines was going to take that down there. So, and it was a good call by pocket nines too, because I mean, really, you didn't think somebody raised with with any seven at that point, unless it was Ace seven, and he was just trying to steal the pot with Ace King, and it didn't happen. Would have flopped the ace. Sorry, I'm watching this right now, but it won't. It's about a. Let's see here. We got a gut shot draw on this. Well, now I don't know if our gut shot will be any good, but we hit it. And we win. So, what a game. Had to take the headset off. We're done with that. Now we can get to focusing on this for a few more minutes and see what we do. Right now, though, we do not have any good hands going on here. Well, we're going to limp in with it because it was not raised yet. It was checked, so maybe we can flop a straight again. No, not even close. We just want somebody to bet so we can get out. We couldn't even play the board right now. I mean, it's terrible for us. Okay, we can play the board, and I guess, yeah, he's going to play the board. I'm going to call with the board. And they're going to split it with ace-ace, so I figured that was probably the better hand, but give it a shot. All right, so might as well give it in there. We're on the button. We're in good position with it. And we're not going anywhere right now, it don't look like. We flop a flush draw. Somebody may have hit the flush, but we got the nut draw. We're going to check it and see what comes off on the turn. Nothing for us on the turn. My dog is barking. Enzo, hush up. So we get checks again around. Are we going to get a free card on the river? No, we're not, but we're going to call the 12 cents. And we're drawing to any heart. Any heart hits and we're in good shape. Boy, Eric was going to call. I knew that. And we do not hit the heart. And we think they were just posing, so we're going to put it out there for 32 cents. Shouldn't have done that with little Eric in the hand. I forgot. But they both fold, so we'll take it down. Because little Eric, he has been calling a lot. Little Eric 191 has been calling a lot. So that was a bad play on my part, but we ended up taking the pot down, so I guess it turned into a decent play. But okay, we got 4, 8. We'll put 4 out there. Gosh, we got the odds from hell. As long as little Eric don't raise it. He don't. And we did not hit that. So we're going to get out of there on that. I mean, playing cash games is a grind. You have to just kind of sit there if you want to make your money and just kind of wait on what's coming. A lot of people want to play for action. I'm playing for money, so yeah, we'll be checking that. Yeah, we're not hitting anything here, so we're probably going to be out of this pot. Somebody just go ahead and bet and get us out. There's little Eric betting, so we will get out. He is rocking a deuce. He's probably got 5 deuce. He's made some strange calls and raises and bets. He wasn't a big blind though, so there's no telling what he had there. We're creeping into middle position now, so we're probably not going to be doing much with that. See what MK Dyer's going to do. But yeah, I mean, the essential thing about playing poker is to build your bankroll. If you want to do this for a living, your lifeline's your bankroll, and you can't use personal expenses you can't use your bankroll for personal expenses. So your bankroll has to be strictly for poker, unless you're completely making a living off of it. Then you can probably dab into it, but you got to know what you're taking out and what you're putting in and all this and that. But bankroll management is the main thing. And you always want to make sure you have plenty of money for your buy-ins on there. You don't want to go up a stake unless you know that your bankroll can sustain the losses. So we got, Lou Dog 1954 is going to raise it up. Good luck 108, and Lil Eric's on call, figured out it's coming. Lou Dog, he hadn't been at the table long, so I don't know if he knows what he's up against here or not with Lil Eric, but they both fold. It looks like the continuation bet on their flop is starting to take its toll on some of these guys. They're folding a lot more, but they'll call any pre-flop raise, I guess, just to see a flop with any 2 cards. They don't care because they could possibly hit. They're basically just gambling. Let's see what we got going on here. We would have had a gutter ball. I don't know if it would have been any good, though. If it would have hit, anybody with King 10 could have, or King Jack could have won if we hit well, we don't have a gutter ball. We got to have a 9 and a 10. What am I saying? Or a 10 and a king. Let's see here. Not 10 and a king. You have to have a 9 and a 10 for straight, so let's see, 10, 10, 10. Sorry, I'm just a little out of it. This on this day, there's a 9, so now we would have had a gutter. 30-cent bet. R. Brian calls the 30-cent bet. Goku gains 1 is just, he's going to finally fold. Little Eric, I figure he's going to call. All right, let's see what happens. I'm guessing little Eric's probably going to have a pair of 7s with some kind of kicker. MK Dyer's probably got the 6. No, he's got Queen 10, so he had just a pair of queens. All right, we got ace king in early position. We do not want to sneak in. We want to raise it at this point. We figure little Eric's going to call. We'd like to isolate little Eric and let him be the only one in the hand. So we're heads up, but it's not going to happen. MK Dyer's coming along, which is probably going to bring our Brian along. So we'll say, nope, does not. All right, we're all but betting this one. I'm going to bet 26 cents into that pot. We get snap called by little Eric. This is where we're going to shove on little Eric. And he calls. And we win. So we're back up to profit. I figured, because I mean, I knew little Eric would probably call, and he did. And we smoked him. So it's a good deal. We hit the straight on the river anyway. So we had him. So I'm going to check. I didn't think little Eric had that much, and he didn't. So we're back up $1.03 now, so that's a good deal. I'm going to try to add to our he's going to go all in on that. We're not calling him. We wouldn't even call it if we had a pair of aces unless we had ace king. That's the only way we was calling there. If we had two pair. There was no way we were just calling all that money for nothing. We'll let him take that little bit of change. Raise to 9 cents. We'll fold and let them have that. Just see where we're going to go. Ooh, wouldn't hit nothing. We had a backdoor flush draw. Not very good there. Good night. Little Eric loves to bet and call, buddy. He ain't won a damn thing hardly, but he loves to bet and call. Our Brian's going to have to pretty much go all in. We'd have had a king high flush draw now. We'd have to hit the heart on the river. 76-cent bet by Lou Dog, called by our Brian. We're going to see what they got. King 10 wins straight. I don't know what Lou Dog was thinking. He had an overcard out there, and that was too wild of a. I was surprised little Eric folded. Little Eric's been pretty. He right now, to me, he is the donkey at the table. He's the sucker. He's the one you're going to get your money off of as long as he stays here and keeps just dumping his money off. And that's what we want him to do. 12-cent bet. All right. Goku Gans takes it down. Gaines takes it down. Let's see here. All right, we got 7-6 suited of hearts in the hijack. We'll see what happens. We got two new players, Ace Reaper and Nate 76 at the table. Yeah, we're going to try to sneak in on this hand. Hopefully we can get a check from little Eric, but no, he's going to min raise it to 8 cents. We'll call the 4-cent raise. I don't give him no credit whatsoever. Now, I am a little worried about the other two in the hand, but not really worried about little Eric. I'm hoping it's certainly a fold, check, whatever you're going to do. Okay, we flopped a straight draw, and we're not calling. If we'd had two hearts out there, we'd have been all in with this one. We're going to let him take his 28 cents down. He's shoving all in on crazy boards and stuff like that. So we're going to keep a watch on that, and hopefully we can catch a set on him and bankrupt him. That's what we want to do. Take all his money. He is the donkey at the table. There's no doubt. All right. Ace, queen, nine of clubs. What a flop that is. And I've started noticing in Ace of Hearts on turn is that he does that a lot on the big blind. There's a tail. Little Eric loves to call though. We're watching little Eric. Nate 76 new to the table. We don't know much about Nate over here. All right. King Jack gives you a straight, but 9-4. Little Eric's got 9-4. Ace Jack over here takes the pot down. We've got pocket eights this time. We're going to see what we think about doing here. We want as many in the hands we can as we can see if we flop a set. And hopefully we can flop top set. Got all this for a 32-cent pot. We do not flop a set, but it's a 4 queen 7 board, but there's too many people in the hand. Somebody's going to have a queen or rocking a queen. So we're going to probably, if it's bet, we'll probably fold. If it's checked, we're going to check along. Hopefully it'll get checked around one time and then we can hit an 8 on the turn. That'd be good. But it's not going to. We're going to fold the 8s. So let's see what happens now. We got R. Bronze in there with MK Dyer. Little Eric's going to call. Lou Dogs, I don't know about Lou Dog or Nate. They're kind of new to the table, so. All right. And we would not have hit the 8 on the turn, so I would have been a little skeptical because 5-6 is the nuts, and if an 8 would have come, 5-6 would have been the nuts either way. So, and we would not have hit anything there, so we were good. Pocket 8s, I don't think would be good in this situation, especially with 2 overs out there and a straight possibility out there. Just not good enough. Queen 10 there would have been the queen would have won, so that would have put us out. We got 9-3. We will be folding that hand. I mean, right now we're up 89 cents. We've been up and down this whole going on 40-something minutes. We've been up and down. We've had $5. We've been down below $3, $2. I mean, we were down low. But just got to sustain and just pick your spots. And we picked the perfect spot with little Eric, and we ended up winning. We had ace king, and he bit the hook and went all the way. But I knew when I shoved, that's why I shoved all in, because I knew he was going to call, and I wanted to try to get my double to him because I just didn't think he was that strong. I didn't think he had the straight for sure. And then we hit the straight on the river with the jack, but we were in good shape anyway. So we had a pair of aces with when we went all in. So I figured he was chasing. At best, he was chasing the same thing we was chasing. So all right, we got 9-6. We'll be folding that hand as well. But the thing about playing cash games is I love it is that the blinds do not go up. You get to sit here for a little while and just play. And that's what we plan on doing. I don't have to worry about the blinds going like you do in the tournaments and stuff. And we love tournaments. We love sit and goes and stuff too. But this is where you're going to make your money that consistently is in cash games. You may break even. You may make a little change. But eventually you're gonna build more off of cash games than you will tournaments and stuff. So right now we are in good shape. We're just gonna see where it goes, where it takes us. So we would have had a pair of 9s, but a 10 gives anybody a straight. Uh-oh, we got some raises all in. King 10 got the nuts. Jack 10 got the second nut. So King 10's going to take it all down. That's why you don't go pushing all in with the low end of the straight when you know somebody could possibly easily have King 10 in that situation. And then, I mean, they already had the nuts, but then they rivered even the higher nuts. So and if you hadn't checked out Global Poker, you need to go check it out and play on this fun little site to play on. It can be very profitable, especially if you're just now getting into poker and you're just starting to learn the game a little bit. global poker is probably your best spot to test that theory out in. Let's see here, 22-cent raise on the button. Little Eric's going to call every time. We had 10-3. We had a pair of 10s with a 3 kicker. Now the ace hits the turn, so that's probably what Ace Reaper was doing, and he's going to bet the min. Then a queen hits the river. Little Eric's going to shove all in. He's probably got Jack-9 for the straight. So when he's shoving, we're seeing this now. When he's shoving, looking like he's got it. That's the only hand we've seen that when he shoved, he got called on, but he had it, didn't he? So he's just overbetting the pot, letting people think he's bluffing, and then he's got it. So that we don't know. Oh, he could be a solid player, just making some dumb decisions with us, but we'll just have to wait and see more of his play. All right. We've got nothing to draw to except for a 9, and I don't even know if a 9 would be good, especially now with the clubs out there. We're just going to check it around. And the deuce high club's the only one with a club will win. We had the straight, but it just wasn't good enough. And there was we could have probably bet him off at 2 of clubs, though. We probably could have bet him off that 2 of clubs. But we just didn't want to tempt it at that point. All right, we're folding. Not calling 10 more cents on that. We'll let them two, certain one, and little Eric 191 who plays every hand. We'll let them do it. He's got a wide hand range. He plays a wide range of hands, does little Eric. So you never can really definitely put him on anything straight out. So we'll just check this out, see where we're going, because we're going to play for about another, I'd say 13 minutes. We'll do the hour. Right now, unless we possibly come up with a monster hand here. Pocket 8s is going to take that pot down. Little Eric raised, like I said, he's gonna call with a big hand range. So I mean, his hand range is wide ass open. Let's see here. We're on the button with 5-4. Sneak in with it. There's 24 cents in the pot right now, and we're hoping certain one checks, and he did, so we're good. All right, we got a pair of 4s with a 5 kicker. Not too thrilled with that. Got 2 hearts also out there. We're not going to attempt it with him. I don't know what Ace Reaper's moving around with. Like I said, he's kind of new to the table. Don't want to really tango in his world unless we absolutely have to. Little Eric is only basically one big hand where he actually got money off of somebody after losing all the money he's lost. He's still way down, but this Ace Reaper guy that he's got it off of, so let's see what he does. Looks like little E 191 over here is going to probably hit the flush on the river, I would say, yeah. He probably hit the flush. It looked like he was chasing there. And then he becomes the aggressor on the river. So I figured he either had the straight or the flush, but I'm going to put my money probably on more on the flush. So let's see here. All right. We had Queen 8, we're going to fold anyway. We're not getting tied up in too much of that. Okay. What a flop for Queen 8 if we'd have been in there. 2-6 king on the flop. A lot of checking going around here. Ace hits the turn club, so we would have had the nut flush draw on the turn. But I still don't. I mean, you can't expect a club to come out if you got 3 there. It's hard sometimes for 4 clubs or 4 of any suit to hit the board, but I doubt we would have called that in that situation. Little E's probably going to call, and we would not have hit, so we would have folded in that situation anyway. Ace 10 going to take it down with ace high. I don't know what 10-8 was doing, but whatever. We got the Jeffrey Dahmer hand. We're going to fold it. The 8 jack. 8 jack off. So let's see here. We would have hit a pair of 8s on there, but still nothing definite on that situation. Been a lot of straight flops, you know, where you're one card from a straight. We would have had a pair of 8s with nothing. We had a pair of 8s with a jack kicker would have been the best we could have done. Let's see what little Eric has. He had pocket 9s. King 6 hits the king on the river and wins. Little Eric waited a little too late to bet that pot. So we've got king 8 right now. We're just going to play it to the hilt and just see what happens. We got Lil Eric 191, Lou Dog 1954, Nate 76, Ace Reaper, MK Dyer, Arbron, me, Monster B, Goku Gaines, 1 and Certain 1. Yeah, we definitely would not have been involved in this little hand here because it's a little wild for us. And let's see what they're going to do. 5 on the turn. He bets out 4 cents. He's going to call the 4 cents. 3 hits the river. Just a little min bet, and they're going to take it to the queens. Is going to take it down with trip queens. Boy, that was a scary way to play trip queens there on that kind of board, but I guess you did have to kind of slow up. There was a straight out there. Wasn't much calling. They did call the min betting, so you knew you were ahead at that point. But let's see, Lou Dog. All right, we're creeping up on we're about 8 minutes away from putting a stop to it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a stop to it at an hour. See what our profit margin was at an hour, which look right now we're just 79 cents ahead. So we're hoping to stay at least up or maybe get a big hand and be up a little more. But we're going to hope that this is a profitable session again. We would have had kings and 10s with a queen kicker. There's 3 hearts out there, so there could be a possible flush or both possibilities as well. So let's see. Ace Jack hits the straight, so I forgot about that. I didn't even see the straight. All right, we're going to sneak in with pocket 6s here. We're not going to raise. We're under the gun. We're just going to sneak in. We're in way too early position to raise right now with this, unless we hit, and we didn't, so we can get out. Because we got 2 overcards out there on us, and then the 3, but there's also 3 other people in this hand, and I can bet your ass one of them is walking around, because we got 2 black 6s, so the only thing we can hit is a red 6, and we wouldn't want it to be a red diamond. Even if we do get checked, which I doubt it does get checked here, somebody's got it walking around with a queen or a jack in their hand, so they're going to more than likely be involved in this somehow. So. And if I'm rambling on a little too much, I'm sorry. I'm just wore out tired. I mean, we've been playing a lot. So, it looks like he's going to get disconnected from it. Check. Yeah, we'll check. Okay, the red diamond did come on a turn, but it wasn't a 6. So, and there's another diamond. So we're definitely not in this hand if there's a bet. If there's a check, we're not winning this hand. There's no way. There's the bet and we're out. So you can take it down. We've been playing for 61 minutes. We're just going to continue on for a few more minutes. And we get pocket queens in the big blind, so you can bet your ass it will be re-raised here. And we're going to repop it to about 20 cents. So you're gonna have to put 16 more cents out there, and we got a call. This is gonna be a big pop, boys, and we're definitely going with that. So we'll be potting it there at 80 cents. All right, we're gonna be shoving here, so let's do it. And we're gonna take it all down, except for the 276, which will go to King 3. I didn't see. I forgot about the 3 right there. But like I said, we took all our money off little E. We're up to $7.30 off that hand with pocket queens on the big blind. And we're going to limp in with Queen 8 of diamonds here. And hit nothing, so we're going to check. But it's the way it goes sometimes. Was hoping to take it all down, but then I looked over and saw Ray Braun had the 3, but he didn't have much money behind, which was good. So we got most of our money off of little Eric up there, and that was a good deal. That's what we wanted. We're checking. There's spades, boats, yeah. But I don't know if he's got a spade or if he's just got an 8 with us. And if he's got an 8, then we're going to probably split the pot because, you know, the ace is out there. So we're going to just check this. But Goku Gaines has been betting. Yeah, I'm going to fold and let them fight that out. And there's the 9 on the river hit. 7 deuce. I just wasn't going with Coup Gaines. If Ray Braun would have folded, I would have probably called the river. But 2 people in the hand, he calls, and then he calls. I'm like, somebody's got me beat. I'm not going to attempt it there. So we've been playing for 57 minutes, so we got 3 minutes left right here on our shift. A lot can happen in an hour, can it? We're just hoping if we get tied up in a big hand, we're hoping we're taking the pot down. That's what we're hoping for at this point. We had a gut shot. A 5 would have helped us. No flush possibilities out there at the moment. We hit a 5 on the turn, we would have had the nuts, but we didn't. So there's a club possibility to hit. And Lil Eric raises all in. Certain bet 10 raised all in. So what's certain one going to do? Fold. Just can't call crazy bets like that when he's been showing it. Except against us. The only time he really hadn't shown no good hand is against us when we've had him against the reps. So, all right, we got pocket 6s again. We are in. We're on the hijack, so we may just bump it up here since it's getting close to our last hand. We're going to raise it to 16 cents. Got a call, and a call. And we did not flop. We still have not flopped a set today. So we're out of there on that note. We're probably going to see one more hand and then we're done. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done with this cash game because we're sitting at 59 minutes. So yeah, our next hand is our last hand probably. So we're going to hopefully leave with some profit unless we get aces and get smashed. We're probably leaving with profit here, and we are. So that's it. We're out. We're going to cash out with $7.08, which will put us up $3.08 of profit today, which is a good deal. We'll take it any day of the week. Remember to follow us on Twitter at poker_stud83, facebook.com/Brandon Turner Poker, like our page. This is Brandon Poker TV, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe now. I don't know what you're waiting on. But this is the chosen one, and I think we're going to hit it out.